Good morning, this is Mrs. Merrill. Today we're going to be talking about simplifying algebraic expressions. This is Learning Target 4.2. I'm hoping today that we will be able to simplify algebraic expressions by combining like terms. In this presentation, you will learn about the parts of an algebraic expression. You will learn what like terms are, and you will learn how to simplify algebraic expressions by combining these like terms. Let's take a look at some terminology that goes along with today's lesson. We have, first of all, what is an algebraic expression? Well, remember, an algebraic expression is simply a mathematical phrase that uses numbers, variables, and operation symbols. Here is an example of an algebraic expression, 2x plus 7. And then let's also remember what the term variable means. A variable is simply a letter of the alphabet that is used to represent or stand for one or more numbers. Normally we use x, y, and n would be some examples, but we could use any letter of the alphabet. Taking a closer look, an algebraic expression can be broken into different parts. Algebraic expressions have terms, variables, coefficients, and constants. Let's take a look at what those are. Let's try to dissect the algebraic expression 5x plus 3y minus 8. In this algebraic expression, the terms are the 5x, the 3y, and the negative 8. Terms of an algebraic expression are the parts that are separated by plus or minus signs. You'll notice that the 5x and the 3y, they are separated by a plus sign, so they are individual terms. And then please notice that the 3y and the 8 are separated by a minus sign, so they are terms. So we have three terms in this algebraic expression, the 5x, the 3y, and the negative 8. Now, coefficients in an algebraic expression are the numbers that are in front of the variables. So in this algebraic expression, the 5, because it's sitting right in front of the x, and the 3, which is right in front of the y, are the coefficients of the algebraic expression. Then algebraic expressions also have variables, and remember, variables are the letters of the alphabet that are used to represent a number. So in this algebraic expression, the variables are x and y. The last thing that we have to think about when we talk about an algebraic expression is the constant in an algebraic expression. The constant is the number by itself with no variable. In this case, the negative 8, see, it's all by itself, there's no variable attached. That is the constant. To make it simple, an algebraic expression, when we're simplifying it, it means simply to make it simpler. In other words, rewrite the expression in the most compact way without changing the value of the expression. It's like organizing the expression and making it neater. Now let's look at an example. Suppose I ask you to simplify this algebraic expression by combining like terms. Now, let's look at it. We have 3a minus 7 plus 5b minus 6a plus 10 minus 2b. So to begin, we have to realize what are like terms. Like terms are the same variables attached or no variable at all attached. So to begin, let's look at the a variables. They are like terms. They have the exact same variable factors. So 3a and 3a and negative 6a would be like terms because they are both expressed in terms of the variable a. Now if you look, 5b and negative 2b, they are like terms as well because they are both expressed with the same variable b. And then we have one last thing to look at, and that is the constants. See, we have a negative 7 and a positive 10. They are like terms because they are constants. They have no variable attached. Now, when we go then to simplify this, we simply combine the like terms. So here we go. Look at the blue. Look at the 3a minus 6a. When I combine those, 3 minus 6 gives me negative 3. So when I combine those blue terms, I have negative 3a. Now look at the red terms. When I combine the B terms, the red terms, the positive 5b minus the 2b, 5 minus 2 is 3, so then I get 3b. And then the last part would be to combine the constants, which are like terms, and we have negative 7 plus 10, which gives me the positive 3. So in other words, when I combine like terms to simplify this algebraic expression, I am simply putting together the same variables. So I am putting together the a's and then the b's and then the numbers that have no variables. Now, I would like you to try 3 and see if you can match my answers. In the first one, look, we have 4a plus 7 plus 2a. I have 3 terms. Remember, terms are separated by plus or minus signs. So 4a is a term, 7 is a term, and 2a is a term. When I combine them, I combine the terms that are alike. So the 4a and the 2a, well, they're in terms of a. They have the variable a, so they're like. 4 plus 2, 6. And then notice the 7 is called the constant. It has no variable attached, but there is no other constant in that algebraic expression to attach it to. So it's just plus 7. You do not add the 6a plus the 7. You cannot do that because they are not alike. Take a look at example number 2. When I scan this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things to deal with there. I've got 5 different terms to deal with there. So now when I combine them, I'm looking for the same variable on the term. So I'm looking at the negative 4x. Do I see any other x terms? Oh, yes, I do. I see the negative 3x. Now, are there any other just x terms? No. So I take the negative 4 and I subtract the 3, negative 4 minus 3, which gives me the negative 7x. All right, now I'm going to look at that 3. That is a constant. Are there any other constants? That means, again, a number with no variable in that algebraic expression. Yes, there is. See, there's negative 8. So we have 3 minus 8, which is negative 5. And then I'm looking and I'm noticing I have a 2x squared on the end. Now, are there any other x squareds in that? Remember, the variables must match exactly for them to be combinable. So, are there any other x squareds in that algebraic expression? No. So I just put it on the end. All right, and let's take a look now at the third example. Let's take a look at what we've got. We've got 12h minus 4g plus h squared plus 16g minus 2h plus 3gh squared. All right, so let's start. I'm going to start with the 12h. Is there any other h? Now remember, to be a like term, it has to be in the same, has to have the same exact variable, so it would have to be h. Oh, look, I see a negative 2h. So what is 12h minus 2h? That would be 10h. All right, now I'm looking at the next term, which is the negative 4g. All right, is there any other g's? Oh, there is. Look, there's a positive 16g. So what is negative 4 plus 16? Well, that's 12. So then we have 12g. Now I'm looking at the next term, which is an h squared. Are there any other h squareds? No. Again, it must be just that variable. It must match exactly. So no. So I just put plus the h squared. And then the only other thing that I have left is at the far right end, I have that 3gh squared. And is there any other term that has a gh squared? No. So then I just put the plus 3gh squared on the end. Thank you very much for listening today, and I will talk to you tomorrow.